Right, we're back in the Planet Crafter, and yeah, I think we're just going to be getting more materials. That's how this game goes, at least for me anyway. Ah yes, I have plenty of storage space. But I was on like plenty of storage space, like wow. We literally just build up that. So yeah, we have titanium going there. Ah yeah, I think iron's all the way back here, is it not? Yes, okay. Right. I still need to explore that cave. Yeah, we need to focus on... Well, I want to focus on clearing out the desert of more resources. And if there's any meteors, definitely going after them. Right now we're at the point where a lot of this stuff has just become fair game. Let's start by drawing an arbitrary line in the sand, as it were. I'm gonna have that rock pillar be the line in the sand. So what I want to do is I want to run this way. Collecting stuff on that line. So then everything to the right of it will be just what I'm collecting. For the time being. I'll kill this stuff on the line. Is there anything crazy on here? No. Now we need to get back to our little shelter. Yeah, apparently it's like, you know, draw that line, collect all this stuff, rinse, repeat, with a new line. We'll have like a line going from there to there, and from the back there to across there. Like, this desert's actually quite massive. Like, the more I look at it, the bigger the desert seems. From over here, it don't look too bad, but then, like, you go more over that way, and it's like, okay, yeah, it is actually quite huge. But being able to strip the floor of all the minerals would be pretty good. Right, iron's over here first, so let's shove one iron in there. Right, cobalt needs a new locker. Titanium needs a new locker. Magnesium also needs a new locker. That's great. So that means I can actually start some of these new lockers. Perfect. Things probably could be terraforming a lot faster if I actually just did other stuff, like, you know, actually going to the interesting places and like collecting more stuff. But hey, like collecting more non-basic stuff. But at the same time, it's like, well, it's kind of all this stuff laying around. I kind of want to collect it. Yeah, I think it's time to start making our way backwards, collecting all the stuff. Because I've now reached my arbitrary line. My little boxes. I should probably move this thing soon as well. Don't really need it over here anymore, and this is going to be lake anyway. Probably want it somewhere up here. So should probably do that next. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's hydration level. So for that we pop outside, check in this thing. There's 3 water bottles, we'll drink 1, put the other 2 away. Food and water's going well. Growth 69%, let's go. This is going well. This body of water is getting crazy though. I'm so glad I got all the minerals out of there. Now we've got a lovely clean desert around there. Let's move that thing to over there. I should probably check back there at some point, but... not at that stage yet. Hopefully I can access it from back there as well, but... Now I can sweep up this stuff. This place is easier because it's all flatter, so I can just see things a lot clearer. There's no obstacle of the water there, like... that lake was an obstacle in a sense. So it adapt how... you have to adapt how you move around it, so it's like... yeah, this area is a bit more like a funnel, like cone shape, than a rectangle, but nevertheless, that don't matter. As long as it's like four sides, I'm all good. Or even if it's any shape really, because I could put like a pod on like a corner and like then call it a triangle and collect everything inside the triangle, but you know, it is what it is. I just want to collect the resources quite efficiently. Number in top right slowly increasing anyway. Come to think of it, I probably don't want to speed it up if I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because, well, if I was going faster, then like the environment would change too much before I could grab everything, whereas at least right now when it's slow, I have actually the time to grab everything. Although, yeah, I probably don't need what I have right now, like, I probably have... all these lockers being filled with materials is probably way more than what you should actually probably be going for in the entire run, perhaps. Well, there might not be a time when you actually need all that magnesium I have, for example. But it's like about there just being materials on the floor that I can't just leave, you know? Especially when I know I have the space for them. Most of this land over here I haven't actually even like combed over once for resource. Like, so the thing about back there is like, it's kind of like when I was starting out, I was getting resources from there, so it'd be some that I was using more of and less of, and like, you know, it all became a bit unbalanced. Whereas over here, it's just resources, like, I'm getting a lot more iron here, because over there, I need a lot of iron in the early game, so I was picking up and using it all. Whereas over here, it's kind of like, I wasn't over here in the early game, so... this stuff is more evenly distributed. Even if it does feel like some of the materials I'm finding way too much of. Even though it's night, I can still see where my base is, so that's good. Just looking at these coordinates tells me there's tons more of the map to explore. That's great, like... I take those water bottles to store them. We'll take the squash. We'll store those. The idea is to build up an abundance of stuff. Like, as you can probably tell, that is my ethos with this sort of game, where... yeah, like, if I have an abundance of stuff, I'm not running out. So, like, you know, I even, in a way, I kind of have an abundance of ice. Not really, but I do have quite a lot of ice. I have, like, a whole locker full, so... that ice could come in useful. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that ice is a rare resource now. Like, so keeping as much of it as possible is going to be my aim. Which is good because I don't have to melt it down into a drink, so... I'm thinking now it's making my way towards that thing. Like, well, the wreck there. Where I have my little cube set up. I'll probably go as far as over here. And those rocks over there. of lag. I did remind me of something I thought up the other day. I actually need to put a storage locker in that thing, and that thing over there. Reason being, right? Just hear me out, right? Say if a meteor crashes over here, or there's a bunch of meteors over here, they all have aluminium and other stuff in it, right? Now the thing is, it despawns when they're sat on the floor. Like after a while, everything just despawns, right? Whereas if I have like a storage locker here, I can grab all the stuff from over here, throw it in the storage locker. It's now not going to despawn. And I can run back out and grab, because instead of filling up my inventory, I have to run all the way back up there. I can then make, like, you know, shorter trips and then go around collecting it all afterwards. That makes sense. So in theory, I should just get more stuff because I'm spending less time running around. I kind of want 2 storage lockers in each of them, but I'm not sure if that's successful or not. It's probably not, to be fair. It's probably reasonable. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's a 4th one, 5th one. Yeah, we'll do this. 2 in each, let's do it. This is only for when I have meteors coming in, and it's not going to be when I collect in general stuff, because that just takes the same amount of time, because I have to run it back to base anyway. I don't want to fill up this lockers with useless stuff. Or stuff that's just on the floor, you know, I can run that over any time. I'm set up in a way where I can have 5 if I want. I think that's the plan. Because being able to have 5 if I want would be pretty alright. Though I'm thinking 2 is going to be more than sufficient. We never know, we never know. There's just so much stuff. There's a whole other wreck over there that I haven't been to yet. I need a better microchip to get through this wreck as well. That first wreck has a fusion generator in it, which don't really know what that entails, but perhaps it's something to go back to. I wonder if putting a bottle of water in there will help out, but probably not. Anything on top here? No. Did see something back there though. So I think this leads to a different area, so is that aluminium just poking out the dirt? And if that was, then that means quite a lot in terms of significance. Yeah, I got my 2 over there. You know, I don't like aluminium that's just in the ground, you know. We've got to put that to use. Let's get back to base, rehydrate and all that, and see what we can build. Maybe it's going to be another drill. Probably another drill. Yeah, probably another drill. I don't see myself building the tier 2 heater. It's the aluminium one. I'll eat the space food right now. That's iridium. This is uranium. Silicon could go in there. Yeah, the iron chest was kind of ransacked when I went out and like got a bunch of it. Well, used a bunch of it in the storage lockers, but that's fine because... And silicon's back over here. But that's fine because we're going to be getting tons more of it anyway. We ate the space food because, yeah, space food. %, through. Let's see what we've got per second. So the pressure is kind of rising. Yeah, we're kind of going to need more. I think. The problem with the heat right now is that the difference between a tier 2 heater and a tier 3 heater is kind of substantial. Like, by such a margin, it's like, well, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like there's much of a point in building tier 2. Yeah, I don't know what the ore extractor is going to give me, so... Iron, iron, titanium, titanium, and aluminiums. Okay. So I don't even know what spots I would want to put the ore extractor in to actually get, you know, the correct ore, you know? Because if I'm getting like something like iron or, you know, titanium, I'm like, well, yeah, I can kind of just get that. Or like, you know, if I'm getting something like aluminium, I'm like, okay, that's something a bit more substantial. Right, now I need to turn up the power. That's cobalt, iron, and silicon, is it not? Yeah. Two cobalt. Okay, we'll go with we'll build quite a few of these actually. Just build as many as we can, alright? So I need... Let's keep an iron in there so I don't lose my place. That's meteors. Alright, we're prepared for this. I swear there was meteors, but... I saw some red things going through the sky. But it looks like it wasn't. Which is a shame. I was hoping it was meteors. Oh, I can't ignore a box. Gotta go for that. Ain't nothing special. In fact, I can eat that space food right now. What I've got to do is I've got to just draw my arbitrary line in the sand here, right? Everything down here, not to worry about right now. Everything up here, yes to worry about right now. We'll even take the spares hanging over extra stuff. Just so it's clearly defined. I know there's a little oxygen capsule somewhere over here. Epic over here is basically going to get cleaned up. That's the whole idea here. Once I swept this at that area, I'm not sure what area to move on to next. Quite a run to get back to my base now, though. Like... Right, yeah, first of all... throw the iron in there. And go back to this area. That needs refilling. Of course. It's always magnesium. Yeah, the water bottle generation seems pretty nice. Getting stocked up on water. Are these ready? We'll harvest them. I have to eat a couple of space foods in between, so that allows me to get more of these. There's going to be some point where the desert actually will be that clean. That's going to be the crazy part. Let's go line in the sand. Huh. These little wells are popping up all over the place. Let's get to the oxygen container real quick. Well, I'm not sure if I have enough room for everything in that box. He says as he mines stuff next to the box. Okay, definitely don't. Let's leave some of the more useless stuff here. Actually, we'll decide on one material to leave here, and that's going to be iron. Okay, we'll leave a bit of titanium here as well. Actually, we'll swap that for the magnesium. Okay, yeah, so we're finding more stuff than before. Like, since we're looking absolutely everywhere, we should be able to find absolutely everything, but everything there is to find, I will find it. It'll be fine, but it's just going to take some time to get there. That is an interesting place. Oh, right, yeah, I have a bunch of other rarer stuff on me. Something to keep in mind. Silicon, titanium. Some row 2 stuff. Super alloy. Uranium goes in there. Iridium in there. Right in there. Big living compartment. Okay. I mean, yeah, it looks looks like a 4v, like 4x4, like 2x2, right? But it looks like a them. So it's like, well, unless it's taller, what's the advantage? Because you're just using up super alloy at that point. Whereas like here, oh no, iron and titanium. If only I weren't swimming in an abundance of that. You know? Kind of to me, doesn't seem like a worthwhile trade-off. So, I'm going to call that dead and ignore that, because, well, unless it is physically taller, I see no advantage to that. And even if it is physically taller, I don't see the advantage to that either, like, too much, unless there's, like, structures that are too big for the small living compartment. And then the only advantage there is, like, you need it to be able to progress. Like, so, unless I absolutely need it, I won't be building that. Right, first things first, we're heading for that thing, then we're going to head for the little chest that I left with all the stuff in it. We mainly want to clear out around the ship. And start getting that, like, sort of line in the sand working. I'm taking this stuff because, like, it's the only stuff left over here in my arbitrary line of sand area. Okay, right. So collect all that stuff, deconstruct that. Got everything around the back, but can we get through here? Yes. I see, yeah, we've collected everything over here. Okay, so I don't need to deconstruct at all. I'm not going to worry about those valleys too much just yet. I was starting to pull water in the bottom of it, and there's a chest in there, so that's where I'm going next, I guess. Then afterwards I want to sweep from that way this way. Like, over that way. Down here. pretty sure I still have some aluminium sat at base, but given the state of things, I think I just need more time to collect the resources. Yeah, I do, so there's something to think about. Did silicone have that was full, okay. This looks like there should be meteors. But I physically don't see any. Ouch. Yeah, this feels like there should be meteors, but there's not. Okay, it is what it is anyway. We need to get everything out of this pit. Oh, there's space food in here anyway. That chest had quite a lot of stuff in it. My guess is that's because it's like kind of like a thing of like, yeah, you can miss this if you're not over here soon enough in the early game, you can miss it, and it becomes hard to find. Sort of style, which does make sense because yeah, you might not necessarily make the journey over here in the early game. You might not check out that thing, like you'll check out the wreck, but you might not check out there. Probably could do with some more drills, but no, I think I'll set that up, actually, yeah. Even if it makes the water rise faster, it's kind of just worth it. I'm glad I moved my base, because my base was there earlier, so yeah. That would have been something that I'd been worried about. Especially given how much stuff I have now. Like, The amount of stuff I have now is just kind of insane. Squashes aren't ready yet, that's good. They might be soon. Comment on my hydration level. Put that away. I have some oxygen capsule here, which goes in here. I haven't actually used any of them yet. %, okay. Pretty sure this one was, yep, iron. For that one. Throw that in. Throw that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of that. And 6 of this. Prepare for the power to go down, because it probably will. Now I have to build more solar panels, but that kind of is what that is at that point. I'm surprised that I don't actually have to build more solar panels, but I'm gonna. Take 6 of that. 12 of this. And 6 of that. I think it's time to actually add a new row or column onto my solar farm here. Right, these additional drills should be putting in work. I like how your little starting thing is on a little hill, so like you still have plenty of time to access it at this stage. Oh, hello. And this is the point of making these storage lockers. Because now I can just run around freely between these things. Not have to worry about getting back to my base or anything. I can literally just take everything I want. I don't think anything really dropped over there, so I head back this way and up the cliff, because I saw some stuff over that way. I come by for all this stuff later. Yeah, because there's some stuff over there, some stuff fell over there, I think. I think there might be some stuff over there. I really can't tell. All I know is there was stuff. Yeah, because now all the debris are disappearing. It's like very hard to tell. I just have to keep an eye out. Okay, I really don't see anything. Unless something fell along this cliff. If that was the case, we'd be able to see it from here, really. Okay, we'll call that what that was. We can't just sprint around infinitely after all this stuff. So it does despawn anyway, so... No, I can't really see anything, so yeah. Let's just take what we can back. But overall, that was pretty good. Now, it seems like the meteors only really fall kind of close to you, so that might be something to keep in mind as well. Where it's like, maybe I didn't need to build all these outposts, but... That said, if meteors fall when I'm out and about, then that's good as use of any. So... Sort of like, you know, it's like if I'm out and about, I can then throw them in that storage locker there, like, it'd be fine. Like, although a lot of the materials I got were like common basic materials that I had tons of anyway. That just means I have even more. Of those materials. Here you go, let's get the next drill on the go. Pretty sure those drills also generate a bit of heat, which is great because it's kind of needed. Though the amount of heat it generates won't be that significant, but it contributes, that's the important thing. Because if it was the other way around, where it was like, you need to keep heat low or whatever, right? You'd look at that and think, oh, well, now I can't build too many of them. So, where heat's a positive here, you're like, well, you know, building tons of them for the other reason, you know, you still get a somewhat alright amount of heat. It's a weird one. Harvest these real quick. Space food. Yeah, now we have a locker full of squashes, that's great. And almost a locker full of water, that's good as well. So we can see the pressure is really going up, like... Let's see what we got here. So that tier 4 heater is not coming anytime soon. Algae generator. Maybe it's reachable, but I haven't seen this move that much, so... I think we're on our way to like the flower spreader and a nuclear reactor here. Not so much the gas extractor or anything like that. Okay. mainly looking for a microchip that's like the tier 2 deconstruction, but that don't seem to be in there. Vehicle logistics. Nah, it's nothing. That's okay. Yep, that's. Okay, yeah, so it's not in that. Like, it must be in one of these blueprint microchips. But yeah, let's see how far. We're 26% of the way to lakes, which is quite crazy considering the amount of water that is accumulated over here. Like, there's one giant puddle. Yeah, I think I am going to call it there for that part. And yeah, because, well, it's been a while. But yeah, I sweep out a good amount of stuff from there. Like, you know, we built some more drills. We're getting, like, terraforming going, but that's insane to look at the amount of, like, water over there and think, like, how big will that actually get? Like, I'm hoping it don't go any higher than, like, up there, but who really knows at this point? Like, maybe those patches are a hint, who knows? Not me. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this part. I hope you all have a good day.